The cream of the crop! Assume the position. Horsemen!
Bro, we pulled a Tory. We pulled a Tory.
Mute yourself, my guy.
Pulled Tory.
We pulled Tories.
Oh boy. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Another day off work. Snow day. Gotta love them.
That's nice, man.
Next
Let you
week's
work
gonna
on
be hell.
Gives you time to work on your illustrious channels. I woke up today, I woke up today and I was thinking, oh man, I hope we have, it's Saturday. It could be an early game. I could be at work all day. And sure enough, bro, like I barely got into work and the game was starting, but I did get to watch the game while I was working. So it's kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Because like we're not monetized here, so it kind of felt like one of the only times where I'm getting paid to watch a Suns game. That was don't tell nobody about that.
Don't tell nobody about it. We won't tell nobody. Salt in the building, but he's not here. He's probably handling his business at home. Appreciate you, my guy.
Handling his business. My brother Chris in the house.
What up, business?
What up, man? So real quick.
What's up?
Interesting game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ayton looks pretty much completely back to normal for now.
When they feed him, that's what happens.
They fed him finally. And I just can't help shake the feeling. I tweeted this. I feel like we are the type of team where without Ayton, yes, we're plenty good. We can win all of our close games damn near. Might even be able to win a title. But with Ayton, we're the type of team that, like I tweeted, blows
dominates
out.
And that's what they call him, dominating.
And it's subtle.
Which is exactly why I told y'all to relax last game.
I had to keep it real and call him out.
All like, oh, Ayton this, Ayton that. And what did I tell every single person? Calm it down. And look what happened. Your boy showed up and showed out.
I knew he would. That was not the concern for me. I just felt like I had to call him out and say, look, this is a game where I'm watching him play and he doesn't look engaged. Bully to greatness has worked several times before.
Bully the greatness. Hashtag it. Bully the greatness. Hashtag bully the greatness.
You can't always treat him with kid gloves. And I've been treating Nate with kid gloves all season.
Yeah.
So he looked great tonight. If he would have played the entire game, he probably would have ended up with 24 and
no, yeah. If he played the entire game, he would have passed him in the second half, and it wouldn't have happened. Yeah, you're right.
So the other thing I was thinking during this game, and tell me if you agree, I feel like Monty is falling into the trap that a lot of coaches fall into.
What is that?
In football, which is, I would love for us to win, but I'm more interested in winning where I look like I'm the biggest reason why.
No.
Hear me out.
Saying that because of Matt Nagy and your.
Hear me out. It's not just him. It's not just him. It happened to your boy McVay, and apparently
he's not my boy. He's not my guy. What are you talking about?
In the offseason, your boy McVay, not this offseason, but at some point after he got pwned by Belichick pulled him aside and said, "Listen, you don't enforce your will on people. You enforce your will on people as according to what the game dictates you do at any given moment. So if they're dictating that this is what you're supposed to do, that's what you do. You don't say, we ain't gonna do what wins. We're gonna do what I do that wins. And what I'm seeing is Booker and Chris Paul jacking up shots. Everybody shoot as many threes as you can. Meanwhile, we have this running back, DeAndre Ayton, who if you give him the ball and just let him run, everyone will look at you and say, damn, Monty, you're a great coach because you recognize what's winning you games. Giving it to that beast. Yes, he's not flashy. He's not Embiid. He's not out there doing it like with fadeaways, but he's effective as hell. And why can't we just run the damn ball, Sundo? Why do we have to always be this passing team that shoots threes way more than we run the ball when we've got...
To your point and to your analogy, I mean, I don't think that's a Monty thing. I think that's an entire NBA thing. And there are very few teams in the NBA who do feed it to the post. You know, there's not a lot of dominant big men down there. There's not a lot of Joel Embiids or in the Bucks case, Giannis. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of those guys in the NBA that just dominate down low like that. So the whole, you know, I think what you're complaining about is a league thing, not really much of a Monty Williams thing. But I agree, at some point, they got to stop jacking up threes. I mean, Crowder 1 for 5, Paul 1 for 5, Booker 1 for 6, Bridges 2 for 4, Ayton, of course, hitting shooting threes. Sticks is 1 for 3. Cam Johnson was 2 for 4. That's a under 50% 3-point shooting percentage, 25 to be exact. Okay, against a good team, that's not going to fly. You know what I mean? It's going to work against the Washington Wizards team because they don't have as much firepower as we do, or most other teams that we will play. But that performance against the Hawks 2 days ago didn't work, right? Yeah. That performance is not going to work against most good teams. So to your point, I think it is a NBA thing more so than it is a Monty Williams thing. And yes, I agree. I would love to give it inside because most teams don't have a big man that's going to match up with our big men. That's just not a thing that most teams are equipped to do. So, you know, maybe that rumor that we heard is true. Maybe they're looking to get a big man that will shoot threes that they want. You know, I don't know if that's true or not. I saw that rumor and I was like, well, old dude's at it again. We're not going to talk about that until the end of the show. But to your point, Ayton does dominate. He does. But we got to feed him the rock.
When fed
is right. And, I mean, who fed him? CP3? 9 assists? For the most part, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, there was some nice alley-oops, some nice McGee-style alley-oops thrown to Ayton. It was good. He fumbled the ball a few times here and there, you know, because his hands aren't the very greatest. He doesn't keep the ball above his waist.
Yeah, he doesn't have good fundamentals in the post like at that moment. He's still raw in that sense, which is kind of crazy.
He's a little raw, bro, but he's so dominant in his own unique go-to-work, just, you know, lunch pail and helmet type player. I love him to death. And I just don't care how we win, Sundo. I don't give a damn if you got to give it to Ish Wainwright. And just because it's what wins, it's all that matters, man. And I'm not talking about this game. I'm talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about the future. I'm talking about games that matter. I just don't see him. I just don't ever see them. Like, it's like, okay, so we're running it down their throat. We're giving it to Ayton. He's dunking on him. He's getting tip-ins. He's hitting his free throws. He's doing work. As soon as it's like, okay, we're good now, then they're like, all right, thank you for building up this lead so that now we can go do our thing.
And we can just launch up threes,
and if we need you, we'll come back to you, but probably not.
Yeah. But I just don't know if that's a Monty thing. I don't know. I can't tell. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, of course he's going to dial up the plays, but also he's going to trust his best players to make the plays. You know, I know that's how he's been coaching. Is CP3, okay, this is what we're running, but CP3, Booker, you're the heads. You run the show. I don't know what he's saying in the huddles and timeouts, telling Crowder, okay, this is what I see if you're shooting. We don't know if he's saying that. I feel like he gives the players a lot of freedom to do that, and I just think that's what happens. And if that's the case, he does need to rein it in. Like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's rein it back in. We have a big man that needs to be fed. Give it to him, but we don't know if that's happening.
We don't need to do it tonight. This can seem confusing because we're complaining.
I know, but to be fair, once again, we talked about this. What happened last year? What happened at last playoffs? Like they did give him the ball. He was dominant. He was super efficient in the playoffs. He did show his presence in the playoffs. So I have faith he'll show up when we need him the most. This East Coast road trip that we're on, I'm looking at it. It's hard for a West Coast team to be on the East Coast and travel. You know what I mean? They're tired. They're going to be dog tired. They're playing at this was a 6:00 game, so they're playing at 3 o'clock of their time clock. I mean, what happened the last time we played at noon? We looked like dog doo-doo last time we played in the time clock. So the earlier this team plays, the worse.
Like 10 a.m. in Phoenix.
Right. So the earlier this team plays, the worse they do. And that's just naturally how most teams will. That's just how their body clocks work. So it's going to be East Coast trip where every game is going to be an earlier game. And it's just how it is. So I'm just going to look at this road trip as let's just get through it, play through it, get back home, get back to our home stretch, and then that's it.
Let's talk about the positives because definitely a
lot of positives.
I'm feeling salty tonight about some things here and there, but that's just because none of these games feel like they matter that much, except for they're a nice little ego boost, and we're just keeping it rolling. Right. But these games, they don't matter that much. All I can think about is the playoffs.
Hold on. Let me to my point on the schedule. Let me just look at this right now. So we just beat Washington. We got Chicago on Monday. We got Philly on next Tuesday. The Bucks next Thursday. That's gonna be a good game. The Magic on Saturday. We don't go back to the West Coast. Well, the Bucks game's at home, so there's that. The Orlando game, and then Orlando's at home. LA's at home, but we won't have a sort of West Coast schedule till after that LA game where we're at home. We play Houston at home, then we go to OKC. We're not going to go back to the West Coast until after that. So we're going to be stuck on the East Coast for the next week. So get used to it.
So remember when we looked at these games, what did we say? There was maybe like a 6-game tough stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I said we'll probably lose one of these games out of 6.
Well, they did. We did.
Oh yeah. But this Philly game is really giving me trap vibes. 6 o'clock.
We need trap vibes
because we're playing Chicago. They're number 1 in the East right now.
Both of those games are trap. But I get what you're saying about Philly, but I don't think we're going to sneeze at Philly.
Second night of a back-to-back. Plus, we're going after.
Well, that won't be a trap game. That's just going to be more of a hey, we just played the best team in the East. Now we're getting ready to play one of the better teams in the East, and then after we play that better team in the East, we got to go home and play
even better team
we lost to in the East, right? So. This is gonna be tough. We already lost to Atlanta, so you're already down on your 6-game tough stretch already. Atlanta beat us, so that's gonna be tough.
We needed that game to refocus, though, bro. Today was a focus up game. Today was like, look, let's go out there and get the win. I would have loved to have seen if Monty would have kept it going to Ayton throughout the rest of the game. My instincts tell me if I was gonna bet money on it, I'd say hell no. They would have went away from him.
I tend to agree. I also think that this was we're getting closer to the trade deadline. This is a game that maybe showcase some players that they might be looking to trade. Once again, I know we keep talking about that rumor. The one that I don't believe is true, the Sabonis rumor. And there's a bunch of trade deadlines I know that we can make. So I feel like that was what that was. That was, hey, we're up. We're going to win this game. Let's get the guys in here, showcase some talent because, the trade deadline's coming up. I know James Jones says that I like this team the way it is. He's lying to us. There's no way.
I hope he's lying.
There's no way. So
I like the team a lot. I think this is the best Suns team I've ever seen, but I can see a huge flaw.
We can
all see the huge flaw. It's like somebody walking around with fucking like broccoli in their teeth, smiling at you.
Yeah,
Like,
the huge flaw I think we'll fix, because we've heard some rumors of who's out there and what looks to be traded, and a lot of those players, if we can happen to get some of them, would help out this team a whole lot. Now I just don't know what we'd have to give up, to get it. That's one thing.
Let's talk about the Sabonis rumor real quick,
right?
Because they're talking hot and heavy about Sabonis again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing some trade options, like people putting out possible potential trade packages, and they keep putting Ayton with Johnson and a pick and sticks for Sabonis. Listen, people, if this happens, I won't even necessarily know if I'm going to be happy. But you're not taking more than Ayton for Sabonis. You're not getting more. Stop. You will be lucky. It will be risky for us to give you Ayton just for Sabonis. You're not getting shit outside Ayton.
It sure is.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I see him and like, well, Ayton's got to go, and I'm like, I don't see the whole Ayton's got to go. No. I could see sticks. I could see even a crazy sounding, even when we just got him, McGee and some other players. Like, I could see that because it looks like what is Indiana? I mean, Indiana would want Ayton to build around because they're looking to sort of rebuild. But man, I don't see it. I don't like it either. Like, I'm not.
But do you see that? Do you see people saying that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I've seen them saying that. And my thing is if we got rid of Ayton, I wouldn't be happy at all.
I wouldn't either. You're damn sure not going to compile the problem by being like, oh, you can also have Sticks. You can also have Crowder, Cam Johnson. Do you want some picks too? Sabonis is not that much better than Ayton.
Yeah. Sticks for me can go. I mean, and that's why I feel like he got showcased a lot, for reasons. I feel like that's a trade. That is a big trade. They're looking at him as a big trade ticket. They are
at least a part of a package.
Or a part of a package.
Probably a part of any package.
Because Ayton only played 24 minutes, bro. And there's no way, like, Ayton plays 24 minutes, but your vets play longer than Ayton in this game. And Ayton's a young buck who needs to be on the court to get some experience, whatever. I know he's been hurt, but no, you let Ayton play 24 and you let Book and Paul play, 30 plus? That doesn't make any sense. You had to want to showcase some people. You had to want to showcase Sticks and kind of see, you know what I mean? So I don't know that trade. I like the idea of Sabonis being on his team. I don't like the idea of Sabonis being on his team after we get rid of Ayton and a bunch of key pieces. That just makes no sense. Why does Cam Johnson have to go? You know what I mean? Cam Johnson.
Hell no. How about Cam Johnson for Sabonis straight up, bitch?
Right.
I'll do some shit like that. Maybe. I still won't feel good. You're not getting more than Ayton for him, so just stop.
Right. There's another rumor out there, Harrison Barnes. I don't know about how I feel about that one,
dude. I mean, what's he doing this year? Because you remember he was going ape shit at the beginning of the season. Hit that game winner over us.
Harrison Barnes is another one. I do like Harrison Barnes.
Who's he with right now? I can't even remember.
The Kings, bro.
That's what he's back with. Yeah, he was killing us with the Kings, and he hit that buzzer beater, third loss of the season.
Yeah,
for us.
I mean they're currently playing right now, and he's only got 5 points. He's playing OKC.
Yeah, I just want to see what.
I'm clicking on him right now. I'm getting ready to go to his season game stats here.
16.
Yep.
Yeah, he's falling back to earth, dog. Remember, he was at like 20 something, like high 20s.
But hey, Harrison Barnes is definitely a player that I would like to look at. You know what I mean?
Dog, like he's a winner.
We don't need him. We don't need him to like be that. Like he could come in for Crowder or whatever. You know what I mean? That just gives us more depth where we don't have to play Shaman. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said isn't he too tall to take the Shaman?
He's a 3. I mean, he's a 3, but we don't even take the Shaman. I'm just saying that like you can figure out ways to keep Shaman off the court with him on the team.
Shaman. Was Shaman hurt?
Yeah, Shaman's hurt.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't see any Shaman. I wonder if he lost his
role. Still on the injury report. So
now I can't decide if I want to make an actual video about this. You tell me. Should we make a video, or should we just talk about it now real quick. So
about what?
Well, I think there's some rumblings. I don't know how serious. Can I just get this damn box score up? There's been some rumblings. Not anyone serious, it's not like we're talking about Gerald Bourguet or anything like that, but people saying that they think Sticks is being shown right now. He's being played before the trade deadline over Biombo because they want to try to show people, hey, who wants Sticks? Do you subscribe to that?
It's the only thing that explains why Monty's rotations at the bigs have been so crazy lately. Because, for a while, when he first got back from COVID, he seemed to love Bismack. He was playing Bismack early, way early. He was starting McGee, but Bismack would come in and, way early
finish the
whole game. You know what I mean? So, that's the only thing that would logically make sense as to why all of a sudden Monty just 180'd and kept him on the bench. You know what I mean? Unless something crazy happened at practice where he's just oh, Sticks is really good somehow. You know what I mean? I doubt that happened.
No way.
And I doubt that happened. So that's the only logical answer, that they are showcasing Sticks. And that's what I said. I feel like that's why Aiden only played 24. They are trying to showcase some talent for trades. I feel like they're trying to showcase a lot of bench talent because maybe they don't want to get rid of some starters and say, hey, we got some good pieces on the bench you might want. Go ahead and give us such and such for these pieces. You know what I mean? And then we'll just get us another Ish Wainwright off the bench. You know what I mean? I feel like that probably be a thing, though. Flex says he expects Dario and Six to be gone by Thursday. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Iverson. But, Flex has been right on a lot of things, and Flex has also been wrong on a lot of things. So I didn't want to really source him per se. But yeah, he was the one talking about the Sabonis trade and expect both of them to be gone. I tend to agree. I do think they should be gone. And that's why I think we're showcasing Sticks. Now, I don't know what we're showcasing for.
Burner with the 1,000 IQ. Okay. Says Monty's just scheming. He wants the best lineup for Nader to play in. And I think you're probably right, Burner. He's crafting
you guys a team love for Nader, huh? I don't know, man. I think he's falling out of love with Nader, and I think he's falling
hell no. You'll see.
Wainwright.
You'll see. No, you're falling in love with Ish Wainwright.
No, I think he's falling
in love with Ish Wainwright. Salty's falling in love because he's injured.
He's getting early minutes then.
Bro, last year I watched Torrey Craig come in to this team and change my life, just like Bismack.
I get that. Hey, listen to me. Maybe, just maybe, they're tired of Nader being hurt because this guy was hurt a lot last year and now he's been hurt a lot this year. Availability is the best ability, right? So guess what? Gone, Nader.
See, you think that, but I promise you, there will be two things that happen back to back. He will be cleared to play. That fucking night, Sundo, Nader is going to get healthy minutes. And by healthy, I mean he's going to get treated like a fully healthy player. And Monty's going to put his ass in. You're going to say, holy shit, hey, Nader's playing. And then 5 minutes later, you'll say, why is Nader still in? And Monty will be over there grinning like he's watching his fucking child play.
Yo, you got to just calm down on that, man. I mean, it's hilarious the hate you have for Nader.
Because he did it if he'll do it to Torrey Craig, who was twice the Ish Wainwright that Ish Wainwright is, he'll do it to Ish Wainwright.
All right, people in the chat, listen to me. My wife's yelling at Halo. People in the chat. All right. If you're with Gabe, type a 1. If you're with me, that Ish is the new Nader, type 2.
I'll make a poll. How's that sound?
We could do that too.
So what's the question? In the meantime,
who is the next Nader? Nader or Ish?
Okay. How about this? Who does Monty ride with? Yeah. Who? Well, we know it's Nader.
What are you talking about?
Okay, how about this? Is Monty souring? on Nader.
Is he souring?
Mm-hmm.
Is James Jones souring on Nader?
Roy said 3. Who the hell is 3? What's
3 is neither. 3 is I don't want to answer this question.
That's understandable. Who is 1? Who is 2?
Nader, Ish was 2. We got a lot more Ish votes than in the chat, but now we got the poll going up. But that's funny. But back to the conversation. I think there will be some trades made. What do you think?
Oh, they finally
I think,
but I don't think it's gonna be anything major. I don't think we're gonna get a Sabonis. I don't think it's gonna happen. Quite frankly, I don't think we need Sabonis. Now, if we can figure out a way, now if they pull out some magic where it's like you can get sticks, and here is Dario and Nader, and here is the future draft picks for the next however many years. Like if we pull up a magic I ever had that way, pull the rabbit out of the hat, boom, and then we end up with Sabonis off the bench or in the 4 role, because that would be dope to have Crowder off the bench and put Sabonis in and have Paul, Booker, Bridges, Sabonis, and Ayton. That would be wild. That's wishful thinking though. But yeah, like unless it's some crazy like that, I don't want Sabonis. I want to get some solid like bench players, some solid dudes off the bench, solid guards that we can trust, because I don't trust Shamit, and sorry, campaign, I don't trust you either.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I'll ask you off air. I forgot. I mean, I should probably wait because it's it's strategic. I don't want to tip away our game plan.
Gotcha. But hey, real quick. How do you feel about that 0 for 5 for your guy, Justin Jackson?
Why do you have to even bring it up?
0 for 5 for Justin Jackson.
Okay.
That's your guy.
Can I say something about Justin Jackson real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's where I officially stand.
Okay.
I got you, dog. I fucking got your back for the rest of your fucking life, Justin Jackson. But mainly what I want to say is I just give him – this is the first time we've really seen him play in a while.
He played 9 minutes.
He had a bad game. So I'm going to take the kid gloves off just like I did for Ayton last night, and I'll say I'm disappointed. It wasn't a good showing. But the way you expected – Ayton to bounce back immediately. I expect Justin Jackson to be better than this Shamit-like performance.
Evidence do you have?
Here's my evidence
for this for Justin Jackson.
Here's my evidence.
What evidence do you have? He's only scored 1 3 the whole time he's been with us.
That's not true.
Okay, I only remember him scoring 1 3 the whole time he's been with us.
Let me pull up his stats and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I could be wrong. Don't look at the 3 points per game. That's bullshit. All right. Listen, the first time he played for us, it was a really bad game. And then he started looking a lot better. Like, okay, let me see here. He had a terrible first game.
I saw that. I'm literally just looking at it, bro. Like,
where was it? February? Okay, look. First game was against Cleveland. He had a bucket. He missed 1 shot. Okay? You were all like, oh, he's a piece of shit. All right? Then he comes back, misses.
I'm pretty sure that December game was not with us, but go ahead.
Look at this big Brody. 2 for 2 and 3 for 4. I think this was his first game for us.
All right. So one of those games was a loss in junk time, and one of the games was a blowout in junk time. And he came in and do it. All right. But you're skipping
5 threes, 4 threes.
But you're skipping the game before that and the games after that.
This shit
don't count 1 minute. I get it off the bench.
And this was his. Okay. I'm saying this is his New Orleans game. He ain't played in a while. He's getting tuned up, and then I expect him to be – if he plays, I don't think he's going to play versus the Bulls, So that's – but I agree. You're right. I've been wrong, but you were wrong, and I was right about him getting another 10-day, about him getting another 10-day.
Oh, my gosh. He got another 10-day because people got hurt, Gabe. Oh, my gosh. Dudes got hurt, so he gets another 10-day. Dude's got hurt, so he gets another 10-day. Like, you're wild. You're wild. I told you right now, the dude is not athletic enough.
There's the truth lays somewhere in between my Monty-like love for him as if he's Nader and your hatred for him as
I don't
if
hate
you're
him.
me and he's
I
Nader.
don't hate him. I do not hate him. I'm trying to save you from yourself, Gabe. Okay.
I love him too much.
Stop
I get
falling
that.
in love with these crumb bums that come into the team. Okay. He had 8 points and 5 points one game, 0 for 5 the rest. Go do the total.
Let the man shoot.
He's 50%.
Here's another thing I like about him. I like the way I feel comfortable when he catches the ball. I don't feel like he does anything really stupid with it. And I feel like I see him make really good skip passes and really good decisions very quickly with the ball. Like, oh, I've got it. Hey, oh, there you are over there in the corner. Let me skip this bitch. Like I just see something.
Okay, here's the deal. Romp's in the chat. My boy Romp has my back on this, and that's all I need.
He does.
That's all I need. My boy Romp has my back on this. That's all I need. Okay, Justin Jackson is I, and he's not even I. He's a stack below I. You know what I'm saying? For NBA standards.
I agree. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying the way that you gave Ish some time to get his sea legs.
I didn't give Ish no time. I wanted him off the court. He just grew on me. That's facts. I did not like Ish. I'm gonna be real. I didn't like Ish off rip. There are streams where I say it.
I think Justin Jackson,
he just grew on us.
I think JJ can do what Ish did and turn your heart from stone to gold.
He won't. There's no upside with that dude. Like with Ish, I can see the upside. Ish is athletic. Ish is a former football player. Like Ish works hard. I'm not gonna say Justin Jackson doesn't work hard, but when I see Ish, I see an athlete. We do make fun of his first step because it's slow as dog dirt. But regardless, Justin Jackson is not the athlete that Ish Wainwright is. Period.
I've been shut down, people.
But anyway, I'm going to ask you this because we're going to go back to the real topics here because we need to talk about our starters here. I'm going to read these stats off one more time.
From today's game?
Okay. Booker 1 for 6. CP3 1 of 5. Crowder 1 of 5. Those are your 3-point shooting totals. Booker 5 of 14. So that's what? 35%? Something like that, 40% maybe in total. CP3 is 50%, so we'll let him pass. He's not a 3-point shooter. But Crowder's 3 for 10. We cannot keep this up against the teams that are coming up, or we will be taking L's.
If we are going to have games like this, we need to play the type of defense that we did today, which was smothering AF.
Yeah, but this
you're
is the
Washington
shoot like
Wizards. This, you got to defend like
this. But this is the Wizards, though. This is the Wizards. This isn't going to be Chicago or Philly or Milwaukee. That's who we're playing. That's who we're playing coming up.
I knew the game was over. I want to say it was like 17-10 or some shit like that. I knew the game was over in the first quarter when we were up by like 7, and then they had the ball and they were struggling to get the shot off before a shot clock violation. And one of these dudes who was like a not a star at all, like some bum, I can't even remember who it was, puts up some contested ass shot and like almost gets a shot clock violation. We just get the rebound and go up and score. I was like, yeah, I knew it immediately. So yes, this was an easy game. It's tough to really judge this game. But they played defense.
They played defense once again. You're playing defense on bumps. Look at the minutes that happened for the Wizards. Kuzma only played 24. That's supposed to be their guy, right? Kuzma only played 24. Dinwiddie played 23. Holiday 22. Like, they don't have anybody getting solid, deep minutes. They're spreading these minutes all around.
Right.
All around. Harold got 23. Hachimura, whoever that is. Hachimura He's Japanese. Isn't that Isn't that half black, half Japanese dude?
He is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, got 24 minutes. Yeah, so like Kispert, your guy Kispert got 20 minutes. So
see, we need a guy like Kispert.
They're spreading those minutes around.
That's the type of dude that kills us. So you got to fight fire with fire. Aren't we just missing like one little white boy shooter? Just one.
See, you know what you're doing right now, and you're inadvertently doing this, and you're gonna hate me for saying this. You're proving Gary's point,
which is.
We need shooters.
We need a white shooter.
Remember what Gary said. Where is your shooter? And Rom said it. And now you're saying we need to get that white boy that's been killing us. You're agreeing with them.
No, we have. Well, we need to. How about we get Kispert in and sham it out?
Okay, but they're not going to.
That's what I want.
You know who I want on our team? Strictly because he's half Japanese. I want Hashimura. I want that guy. I want that guy on my team.
You just think that he likes anime, so you want him on the team.
I mean, I don't. He's half. I know he was raised in that. Burner said the best. Nick is jealous of Rui because he doesn't need to watch anime with subtitles. Facts, bro. Straight facts,
bro. I don't even know if Japanese people like anime more than black people because black people fuck with anime.
Dude, we do.
You know? So that's like a dead heat. We need a white boy, Macaulay Culkin. Okay?
Oh, man. So, yeah, we can't have these shooting performances in these games coming up because, I mean, that Chicago Bulls team will make us pay. I know Rob's joking, saying all we got to do is play zone against the Sixers and they'll kill us, but if we have a shooting performance, it'll be a close game. And when we play the Milwaukee Bucks, as deep as they are, we cannot do that either.
That's really
and you know what, and that's what kills me about this team right now. When you look at the teams like Milwaukee Bucks or the Warriors, because those are the two teams, right? Like if we're being honest, everybody in the chat, if we're being honest, when we look at teams in the West, the only team that kind of concerns me right now is Dallas because they did take us to the brink. The Lakers, is anybody really afraid of the Lakers right now? Like they're trying to get rid of Westbrook.
However, your boy
AD's back. So yeah, you're right in there. But that's really the only person. That's the only teams that kind of scare me, you know. And then the Warriors, right? So. Warriors, Bucks in the East, because then we might have to face them because I feel like they're the only solid team in the East next to the Bulls. But I think the Bulls are more of a. You remember those Atlanta Hawks in was it 2012 or 2013 that were first place and then played the Heat and got waxed? I feel like that's what the Bulls are. So healthy Clippers, yes, but.
Oh, they're yeah.
Healthy Clippers, yes.
Yeah, they just got Norman Powell and Rocco.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
The Blazers, like, just give me a second.
You're right on that one, Iverson.
Tell me, Sundo. Besides this, what's the worst trade of any sport you can think of? Is there a football trade or is there a basketball trade that you can think of that's just like the worst fleecing?
Recently or of all time? Because recently,
ever.
remember whenever everybody in the chat, those Arizona Cardinals got DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson in a fourth.
Ooh.
Remember that trade? They got fleeced for that one. The Texans did. So
any other fleecings? Romp, can you think of any fleecings other than the Blazers fleecings that was just really?
No.
I can't think of anything on that level, dog. I think it's ooh. It's bad. Do you know what they gave him? You know what they gave him?
Nothing.
They gave them.
I know. Who do they give him? Because when I heard that name, I laughed at it.
First of all, they gave him picks.
And then the player. There was a player that they gave him, and I laughed at it.
They gave up Eric Bledsoe.
That's what it was. They gave up Bledsoe and sent them, like you said,
Keon Johnson, whoever the hell that is the number one player in that trade.
And what was the other veteran? No, there's another
Covington.
Covington, thank you. Rocco.
Yeah, that's Rocco. That's Rocco.
So yeah, bro. So like, yeah, you're right. So yeah, I agree. The Clippers might be a team that I'm afraid of, but for the sake of what I was trying to say, like as deep as those teams are now, because we can include the Clippers in there, do you think we're as deep as those teams?
As who?
Warriors, Bucks, Clippers,
Hell
maybe
yes.
the Lakers.
I don't know the point guard situation.
We're not as deep as those teams I just mentioned. Not even close. Not even close to being as deep as those teams, in my opinion. Because of the guard situation.
What do you think about that, Romp?
I have a question for you, Gabe.
Okay.
So you started the podcast out by saying you want them to play through Aiden, but then you were just like, I want a white shooter.
That's more of like that's more of like just the fact that that's what kills us. You know, that's just what kills us. Like Kobe wanting to play with Raja Bell because Raja Bell was the only person with the balls to clothesline him. Like, I need one of these assassins that keeps killing my team.
You have Cam Johnson, bro. He's literally he would win the 3-point competition if he was in it.
Ooh, Diego has a good trade.
He should definitely.
Diego has a good trade in the chat though. Diego says the Celtics the Nets giving the Celtics 3 firsts for old KG and Paul Pierce. You remember that trade?
Yeah, that's on the level. That's on the level. I mean, those players are better than Powell and Rocco, but the level of fleecing, I don't know. I think that one's above.
That they got out of them, and the protection they got out of them was
that
awful.
one's bigger. That one's bigger.
Were old, so all the time, and the Celtics were like, "Of course, we'll take those picks."
Right. So, what's going on? Suns fan Randy says we need a backup shooting guard. I think just worse. Wow.
No, he's right. He's right. No.
But don't we need a backup point guard or like a
Here's the no. Listen to me. What has my argument been about Champagne?
They don't work
They
together.
cannot be on the court together because I don't trust Shamet to get the buckets. And Payne doesn't trust anybody but himself to get the buckets when they're in that rotation. So, yeah, if we got a backup shooting guard that I trusted, a la Eric Gordon, and I know that's a name we keep dropping, that's never going to happen, but someone who can get their bucket, I'm fine with that. 100%. He's right. He's right. We do need a better backup point guard because Shaman's not getting it done. And shut up, Romp. All right. Be quiet.
So you finally admit that was a bad deal.
Be quiet.
Terrible.
Be quiet.
I was probably the furthest on your side, Romp. I tried to be on these cucks side when they were trying to tell me,
calm down.
No, Sham, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, you're Justin Jackson
Javon
supporter.
Carter.
Don't
bring that up right now. I'm talking about Javon Carter. I did not want to get rid even of just Javon Carter for Shaman. I felt like that wasn't even good enough because I liked Javon. He hit threes at a great rate. Go back and look it up.
Gabe,
nobody plays defense like Javon Carter.
Gabe, listen to me.
You can't scratch the floor, though.
Yeah, listen to me, Gabe. Look, you can only hate one. Okay, Nader or Shamit. They're both Monty's boys. That's all reason why we have Shamit.
I'll take Shamit.
Ooh, you're at that point to where it's Shamit over Nader?
No. I mean in reverse. Like I hate Nader more. Oh,
okay. Yeah. All right. Go. Okay.
Because I was about to say, if I had to pick between one of the two, no, Shamit can stay.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure but I feel like a backup shooting guard is in order. And if that takes Sticks and Dario to make it happen, make it happen. Make it happen for a shooting guard. Just give me a backup shooting guard.
Give me specifically Eric Gordon. Ron, does that not work financially for us at all?
What?
Eric Gordon.
Is he getting paid too much? Do you know?
Yes, he's getting paid a lot. We went over this like 18 mil.
Dario probably works, but why would the Rockets want Dario?
Yeah, it's a good point. Would they want Sticky Boy?
Probably. And a pick.
You think? Okay, but yeah, I mean, but Dario to make the money work, Sticks to make them do the trade, and then
a pick
to make it happen for a championship this year.
Yeah, why not?
He says, "Why not?"
You have a deal, Rockets. You have a deal, Ron.
That's up to the Houston Rockets to make that trade. You know what I'm saying?
We just brought in Eric Gordon, everyone. Beautiful.
But that's up to them to make that decision.
Why did Cam Johnson only get 18 minutes tonight?
because they were showcasing the other young talent. We just went over this. They're trying to make some moves, showcasing Sticks. Sticks got 22, bro. 22 minutes for Sticks under Monty's coaching is unheard of.
Well,
unheard of.
It is, and it brings up a point I was telling you pregame, which is I'm noticing Monty's trying this like backup lineup that plays Sticks at the 4
and McGee at the
5 for rebounds and length and shit. Mm-hmm. So I think that is what cut into Cam Johnson's minutes tonight.
That makes sense.
You know,
I don't agree with it because Cam Johnson is your third best player, but
exactly,
it's cool.
So third best. Whoa.
So just
hold on. Time out.
He just baited you.
I know. But I need him to tell me over who. In what order?
It's
the order.
It's like Booker / CP3 depending on the night.
Okay.
It's Cam Johnson and then Mikal Bridges, then Aiden.
I'm surprised because you were like, "Oh, I love Mikal Bridges so much," so you would put Cam Johnson over Mikal Bridges. That just baffles me. Talking out of both sides of your mouth, my guy.
So efficient, man.
Super. I agree. He's very efficient,
and his defense is underrated. He's just not.
I also agree with that. Very underrated. He's a good defender, and he is growing as an offensive threat. So I agree. I just thought that was weird that you would say he's the third best player because you love Bridges too. So you got to pick.
And
one.
I think CP3 loves playing with him.
I think CP3 loves playing with anybody who is going to give effort and makes the right moves to his repertoire. And I feel like that's why him and Aiden butt heads a lot because he's expecting Aiden to roll and catch the ball, and Aiden doesn't do either at times. And he's like, "Well, why am I going to throw you the rock?" And then you got Bismack who's doing all the right things, and CP3's like, "Here you go, Biombo, have fun."
Did either of y'all get a chance to watch CP3 on JJ Redick's podcast?
I did not.
No. I'm about a third of the way through it. I got more to finish, but one of the things that he asked him, one of the things they talked about, rather, CP3 is talking to Redick, and he's like, when we played together, there were some times where, depending on the team that we had around us, you pass somebody the ball. CP3 goes, I passed somebody the ball, and I'm thinking, sweet baby Jesus, please make this shot. Like, literally, he needed to rely on God for assists. And he goes, with the Suns, he's like, I expect everyone I pass the ball to make it. And it's so fun to be on a team like that. So to Romp's point, he's saying it feels like he enjoys playing with Cam Johnson. Dude, who other than Booker do you think makes him feel more confident that he's about to get an assist when he passes the right pass to him? Cam. That goes over anybody. I mean, maybe Cam more than Booker, because Booker might do more with the ball and ruin the assist, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that Cam Johnson's better than Ayton or that Cam Johnson's better than Mikal, the best defender in the NBA. You like how I slid that in there so confidently? Because I'm getting used to saying it. All right, who's better? Romp. Don't say Ben Simmons because he's a cuck.
Who's what? Mikal or Ben Simmons defensively?
I mean, okay, wing. I'm going to say no Rudy. No Rudy.
What do you mean?
Who's the best defender in the NBA right now actively playing?
I don't know.
Like how I did that to get Kawhi and Paul George out of that mix. Nick, answer me, Romp.
Dude, I don't know. I can't answer
you
that.
Know, because it's Mikal.
Okay, it's Mikal Bridges.
Bro, I really want to ask Tori how he feels about having Eric Bledsoe on his team now. Like, it's something I really, really, really want to ask him. Like, I know that they're embracing the tank up there, but you guys have Eric Bledsoe on your team, and the fact is,
yeah.
And before too long, he's going to be tweeting, "I want to be there," and he's not talking about Portland. He'll be talking about LA.
Yeah, it's way worse than just Eric Bledsoe. They traded away. Okay, let me put it to you this way. The only thing that was going to help them get out of their tank Well, it's even worse than that. But the only real things that like Sticks is our option, right? Sticks is the thing that we're dangling. He's our carrot. And people kind of like Sticks, so they might come after him. You know who they had like that? Rocco and Powell, because Powell wasn't happy playing the position he was in. He was playing out of position, and he's really effing good, son. No, really good. So they had these two players that they could probably move and probably package to get something decent. And they're like, give us Eric Bledsoe, and we'll give you some picks. Nutty. The only way you can explain it away is that they were just trying to financially get back in the black instead of in the red.
That's probably what they were doing.
It is, but at what cost?
I mean, obviously they're tanking. Dame's hurt. Dame, man, what do they do if they do all this and then Dame's like, hey, I'm next, I'm out?
I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, Dame goes, oh, hell nah, on Twitter.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure I saw it. It could have been faked. I could be getting punked, but I thought I saw that.
Maybe CJ McCollum's next.
Maybe it was an old tweet when he said it.
Maybe good old CJ's next.
Well, maybe they're keeping CJ because, like, that was the point. It's like we're either going to keep Powell or CJ because we can't do Ant, CJ, and Powell and Dame. It's too many damn.
They're not keeping CJ. No way. You can't.
Are you saying that because you want him so bad?
No, I'm saying that because it just doesn't make sense.
I agree.
Hey, we'll send them a good old sticky boy for CJ.
Woo! Could you imagine CJ on this team? Holy
Oh my goodness! I mean, CJ would have to be on the bench though, but yes, man.
That's
going to the Pelicans. CJ.
I don't think CJ wants to come off the bench. Do you?
No.
He should be a starter on your team over Jay Crowder.
But
anyone should be, honestly.
But can he play the 3 or the 4?
I don't care. Jay Crowder sucks.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
I mean, he's in a slump offensively, but he's playing through a wrist injury. He's gutting it out, Romp.
I don't care. 3 for 10.
He's out here playing, risking his wrist.
I don't want to hear that because there was a pregame shoot they showed today of him and CP3 going at it, and he won. I don't want to hear that. Your wrist is fine, dog.
Romp, he's not risking his wrist like you do nightly. It's a different version of risking your wrist.
I actually hurt my wrist today in the game.
I bet you did. Oh, in the game?
Wow. Yeah, it hurts to jerk off now.
Wow. Welcome to Suns Valley After Dark, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Calm down.
I mean, what more can we do here?
I'm trying to follow through.
I don't know. Be on the look for this flex facts that he said that they will be gone by Thursday. Looking forward to it.
Can you pull that tweet up? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the verbiage that he used.
That's an NBA insider, bro. I would trust them.
I trust Flex, maybe. Hold on, let me get on in here.
Yeah, pull that up, William.
Flex.
What would you realistically, Romp? No trolling, no Romp supremacy.
What's up?
Who would you realistically need from us? Realistically for Maxey.
Bro, you're not getting Maxey.
That's why I said who. Oh, untouchable.
Him and Embiid are the only untouchables.
Wow. That's why no one's ever going to remember you.
What do you mean?
Because you wouldn't give up Maxey so he could go win a title.
What are you going to give us? Jay Crowder and scraps?
I'm not saying scraps. I'm saying you tell me.
I mean, he's got a whole line of tweets, bro. He didn't really say anything crazy. Like, basically talking about the Sabonis thing. They've been talking, kicking the tires, but there's a bunch of teams in the West that want them. And he basically saying like the GM's just doing his due diligence, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. He doesn't know how the rumors have turned from that to trading Ayton, Bridges, and Cam Johnson, but okay. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, he got
so,
mad.
yeah. So, basically, he was basically in there kicking the tires. But I'm trying to find the expect Dario and 6 to be gone by Thursday part. I can't find it.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Ron, do you think that the Suns need to make a trade to win the title this year? Or could they win it with what they have? Specifically, the crux lies with CP3, his injury history in the playoffs, and Cam Payne. I'm complaining about Cam Payne. Him not playing the way he did last year.
Yeah, you should be able to win it with the roster now, but it would help if you got something.
Yep.
So,
and I want to help.
Without trolling, Romp.
So,
if you made one trade for the Suns, it doesn't have to be a person, just more like position and or like what sort of thing would you fix this? What would be the thing the Suns need to fix to make sure they win a title?
I would bring in Torrey Craig and Eric Gordon.
I like that. I'd like it to be on record that I like that, Sundo.
And
You
I would
said
trade
Torrey
Jay
Craig?
Crowder.
Torrey Craig and Eric Gordon, I heard it.
Jay Crowder would be in that one of those deals.
So there's just something about Crowder, man. He's too much of a I think he's too beloved by the coach, by CP3, by Booker, by the fans. I just feel like he's too beloved that I don't think they would let him go. I mean, you'd have to really wow us. And I don't think they would do it for Craig. I don't think they would say, yeah, we sent Craig away. Now we'll take him back and you can have Crowder. I just don't think that they would do that. But I know that's not what I asked you. I mean, you're just giving your opinion. I think that if I was doing this on NBA and I was in control and could push the lever, dude, I would do it. You said Torrey Craig and Gordon for Crowder and who?
Sticks.
Okay. Would you do it, Sundo?
Yeah, one more time.
And Dario probably.
Eric Gordon. You get Eric Gordon. You get Torrey Craig. You give up Crowder. You give up Sticks, and you give up Dario.
And Justin Jackson.
And you got to give up JJ.
I mean, why not? But is Torrey Craig gone after leaving us and now they want to get rid of him? That'd be hilarious if he just came back.
And you swap him out for Crowder. I feel like Crowder is way too beloved. He's in Monty's circle, no different than Nader, only we don't hate him like we hate Nader.
Yeah, I agree. I think Crowder's too beloved by the team, period.
Yep. Coaches, players, all that.
Everybody. I think there's a lot of team chemistry things there that go that. And that's another thing we got to consider. I don't think they want to get rid of just anybody because the team chemistry on this team is pretty good. They talk about it. They talk about they actually enjoy being on a team with each other. Crowder's a big part of that. It'd be
like divorcing your spouse when you're like completely in love.
Crowder's a big part of that. So that's what I'm saying. So if we do trade him, it's got to be someone like the Sticks.
Well, we ruined our Sticks situation, so it's going to be Sticks.
Yep.
They're probably in the mode of, hey, let's get something out of this since we bungled it.
What about Sticks for Dennis Schroeder?
I'd do it.
I would do that. I would do, but Schroeder's kind of an asshole. I don't know if
he is, but he's friends with CP3. He had a great season playing behind CP3. You push Payne back, and then you say bye-bye to Elf on shelf. You put him back on the shelf with Justin Jackson. Don't you like that? Don't you like Payne as the 3 with Schroeder as the 2?
Yeah, I do like that.
I'm getting it. I'm at that point. I'm starting to entertain a tattoo idea.
Whoa. What do you mean?
Of a championship tattoo.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a championship tattoo?
Well, we made a pack last year and it didn't happen. So I could see a pack. I could see the emotions boiling up. If we're lucky enough to get that far, I could see the emotions boiling to a point in which I'd be willing to do it.
Where?
I don't know, but I already know what the tattoo will be. It'll be if Monty going, get in there, and Nader running in.
When's Nader coming back?
Never, I hope.
Never fast enough. Not fast enough for Coach.
He fixes a lot of issues that you guys are talking about.
Good one. Anything else, Sundo?
No, we'll see what happens here. What day's the trade deadline?
Trade deadline.
It's Thursday.
February 10th ends at 3 p.m.
All right, so Thursday. So we'll see coming up. We'll see if we make any moves. I can't wait to see that. That'll be real interesting to see how all of that goes down. If we make any moves or whatever. So we'll see.
What if nothing happens,
bro. If nothing happens, then we're just gonna have to deal with it.
What if Sabonis gets traded for Aiden?
If that happened, I will. Oh my god!
If that happens, I am fully prepared for a Biyombo McGee front court. Sabonis playing the 4. And I'm here for it.
Such a shame.
I will go for it. Like Gabe said, that's such a shape up, man. I don't know. That would be different. Wild if that happened. That would be big.
It's like, oh, hey, look at us. We're having the greatest season ever in franchise history. Let's change.
Gabe, I just feel like the way this team goes, Sabonis is more of a big man that Monty likes. That's just my opinion, man. But we'll see. I'm not gonna say anything. Looking forward to the trade deadline. It'll be a lot of fun to see exactly what happens.
If nothing happens at the trade deadline, I will say, well, JJ's thinking we're the best team in the NBA, and this is our best season ever. Let's go ahead and go with, the team we have. Let's just keep it the same. But that, I think, is not foreseeing the likelihood of Chris Paul getting injured in the playoffs. And I can't help but shake the feeling it will happen again, because it's never not happened in life to this poor man who deserves so much better.
Poor millionaire.
The man doesn't make enough money.
Poor millionaire, man.
Romp, what are your last troll-like thoughts?
Nothing's going to happen to the Suns besides a marginal move.
Okay.
If anything, it's probably going to be like a weird player that you guys are going to be like, and then you're going to talk yourselves into it, and then he's going to be really good somehow.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. I want a marginal. I don't want to miss the starting lineup. I just want a marginal move for the bench, bro. That's it.
Is this possible? Is it possible, Romp, that now this year will be the team that some front-running ass free agent who gets bought out at the trade deadline area? Are we a buyout destination? We have to be a buyout destination. Someone has to want to flee to
Dragic.
us. Ooh,
that's the one. That's the one I like. That's the one I like. That's the one I like. That's the move I like. Say it again.
Goran Dragic.
No, that's the move.
That's a championship move.
Now that's the move, bro. And if we can make that happen, because we were talking about this last time, I asked Gabe how he felt about that Goran Dragic.
I'm ready to heal that part of my heart.
Oh my goodness, I would. That's the move, bro. That's the one.
If Goran Dragic comes to the Suns, I will get a tattoo immediately because I would be that confident that you're winning the title.
He just, let me just give you a brief Romp. I don't know. You're a young man. I don't know if you remember this, but
yeah, you had like 7 threes for you guys in the playoffs.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about we took him. He was a second-round pick, and Salty and I hated his guts. I mean, he was playing like a straight-up coward. He was like a miniature dragon bender. Okay, he was getting punked by the Spurs in the playoffs his first time. Then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. He blossomed into something extremely special, and we traded him away for Aaron Brooks or some shit like that. Because we just it was like, well, we don't know. We're cheap. He's gonna want money. We have Steve Nash. Let him go. Then we bring him back, and he's even better. He's so good. He's killing it for us. And then we're like, well, we can't get anyone to come play here. No one wants to come play here, except we can sneak Eric Bledsoe. And he was good at the time. And then it's like, oh, well, we still can't get a big. You know who we could get? Isaiah Thomas. Well, we better do it. Add Brandon Knight into the mix. And Goran was like, dog, this is not what I said. I'm out here playing the small forward position. And I'm 6'4". We're like, we'll sign your brother Zoran from fucking Albania from the wheelchair league. Yeah, we'll bring him in. And so then on the way out, he badmouthed the Suns and said, you know, they told me some things. It didn't come true. I don't have a lot of trust for that organization.
Old leadership. I'll say it again. Old leadership. This is new leadership. I think they can get him back. James Jones and Monty will work it. I think we can get him back. I think we can get him back. I think we can get him back, bro. That was old leadership. And you know what? And he's right for that old leadership. That old leadership was dog water. This new leadership we got now, this new front office coach and the staff that we have is way more competent. Way more competent.
Burner said, if we get Goran back, we need IT and Bledsoe again. Let's run it back. The three-headed monster front court.
I would love that move, Rob. I would love that move. But we'll see. I'm praying that there's a move made. I'm praying that there is specifically a guard move made. Praying.
It's got to be a guard, dog.
What about Gary Harris? Wait, stop.
I can turn it down.
No, you got to stop it.
It's already started. It's already started, bro. Get your words
banging.
All right, Gabe. This is Suns fans every time Justin Jackson checks in the game.
Are you sending it?
Brother, this guy stinks.
And that goes perfect over the music.
Brother, this guy stinks. And you know what? I'm for it.
Don't invoke SpongeBob to
he smells.
Bring down Justin Jackson.
Replay.
He's muted.
Suns wins, guys. Next game's what? Monday? I won't be here, but I'll be watching from work. Let's go.
You ain't black. Horsemen.